Okay, okay, people. So we are actually live. Okay, we are live there on YouTube, and so people, welcome to this particular event where we are going to discuss and going to have a very good, extremely well debate on whether human settlements, human space settlements are good for the particular humankind or whether it is not good. Now, it is a very, very controversial topic. It is having many, many opinions are actually based on each and every person. So some people say that no, it is not good because of many, many reasons which are which you will actually be going to observe in the people who are against the topic. And the people who think that yes, human settlements will lead to scientific revolutions and every kind of things. So those people arguments you will be hearing about those. I will be there for your help and for managing the particular thing. I want to introduce Mr. Dhanush sir. He is actually the co-founder of Laksha Space, which is based in Bangalore, and also the co-founder of Astronautic Institute, which is there, like, which is this an EdTech platform. And I want to introduce Mr. Abhinav Bhola. He is actually the management head of Astronautic Institute as well. Yeah, Abhinav, please start with your with the introduction, please. Yes, you are crystal clear. Okay, so thank you very much, Abhinav, for a great intro. Okay, so just give me 1 or 2 seconds more. We're handling some stuff over here about regarding the audio. Okay, so let's start the particular thing which we are going to start from the arguments from the people. Okay, so let me just actually explain you that how this particular thing is going to go. So let me tell you that first of all, I will be giving 2 minute time to each and every one of you to have an introduction regarding your topic. For example, I will be selecting randomly. Okay, like for example, I will ask Pravar. Okay, so I will ask him to go against that as he's against the topic. So he will be saying why he's against the topic. He'll give just introduction of 1 or 2 minutes, and after that particular introduction, I will, for example, say to Adesh. I will forward that particular thing to Adesh. I'll ask him to actually go and present his views on what on what his views are regarding the regarding Pravar's statement. Okay, he will be saying that yes, this is my particular thing. He will introduce himself as well, and in 1 minute he will be countering Pravar. Okay, after this particular argument, if Pravar wants, he can actually revert back to Adesh, or if he doesn't, I will just pass on this particular argument of Adesh to the person who is against the topic. For example, Sharvari, she is against the topic, so she will be saying that yes, these are the things, and this is my introduction as she will be introducing as well, and she will be going against the topic as well. Okay, she will be also countering the Pravar's point or Adesh's point. Okay, as she wants. Then her point will be countered by, for example, Nishant. Okay, so he will be countering, he will be introducing himself as well. At the same time, in 1 minute, he will be countering that particular point as well. I hope I'm clear, and this particular debate will go on. I will keep on rolling the things to the particular people. Okay, if people want, they can just raise their hand, and I will be giving them a chance again to just go ahead or present their particular view in 1 minute. so that it won't be a chaotic thing or a hustling thing to manage. Okay, I hope I'm very, very clear. Okay, great. Great enough. So that's great. And we will be selecting one person who is the best debater from each particular team, like one from the against and one for the for. And we will be giving them some prize apart from excellence certificate, so that it will be an achievement kind of thing in your own particular way, so that you will be feeling great about it, and you will be feeling you will feel connected towards it. Okay, so that's particular thing we'll be announcing that after the particular result. Okay, as soon as the result comes out, we will be telling you that what the particular thing is. Okay, so yes. Okay, so people, if you are ready for the debate, let's roll. Give me one great thumbs up or something like that, so that I will get to know about it. Okay, great. Thank you very much. So okay, so let's start. Yeah. So should I do Inky Pinky Ponky or should I just select randomly? What do you think? Okay, great. So, I will actually first select the person who is for the topic. So, let me just clear again. Shreyas and Nishant, these two people are for the topic, right? Okay, sorry. Adesh is for the topic, and Shreyas, Pravar, and Sharwari, these three people are against the topic, right? Okay, great, clear. So, okay, so actually, I will start for the topic, people, because then it will be easy for the against ones to counter back with a particular thing. Okay, so I will be actually starting with Mr. Nishant. So, hello, good evening. Yeah, you can actually introduce yourself, and then you can actually put your views regarding it to it. क्या बोला? Huh? Uh, your voice is not that audible actually. Your voice is actually not clear, and your video is also paused. Yeah, now it is clear enough. Okay, that's great. People, just give me 2 minutes because I have got that the YouTube live we are not getting the audio from other people. So just give me 2 minutes to handle the particular software. Yeah, it should be fine now. So yeah, well, Nishant said his point regarding. Let me just clear out. Let me summarize the thing that Nishant cleared his particular point that we as a people, it's eventually going to happen in the future because the resources management and every other stuff which we are handling right now, this is not going to be sustainable enough in the future, and this is actually going to be the ultimate destiny of humankind. So that is his point. Now, actually, I will be passing on this particular question to the people who are for against the topic. So I'll be selecting Sharvari. Please introduce yourself in 2 minutes, and you can actually counter the point of Nishan if you want, or if any points you have. मुझे मुझे बताते रहो. Okay, so your point is that it's better to be on Earth rather than being in space. Okay, that's again a very strong point. Nishant, if you want, you can actually counter her with your particular points or any stuff you have. Yeah. Indeed, indeed, that is quite a futuristic point stated by Nishan. So, okay, well, actually, I will keep on forwarding this to the people who are against the topic. Shreyas, I would like to have your introduction right now, and at the same time, if you want, you can counter Nishan's point. Beauty है क्या Hello. Yeah. So that is actually again a good counter actually given to Nishant regarding the ROI and the statistical basis which he wants to say. So well, I will actually go forward with Adesh. Adesh, please do introduce yourself for a few minutes, and you can actually counter the point of Shreyas regarding the statistics. मेरा आवाज आ रहा है everyone, the voice isn't coming. My voice is coming, others' voice is not coming. Others are actually audible. Huh? Yeah, others is audible now. Others is audible. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, that's actually a very statistical and very basic, the point which he has actually captured. There is a particular thing that is the particular thing which he said. Let me just summarize it. That he said that the population right now is 8 billion, and even if you try to make the Earth a better place for humankind, it is eventually not going to happen because. The rate of population will increase in the land coverage will actually there is only 21% land available again. Each one is trying to be as luxurious as they can, so they are ultimately causing damage to the environment, to the particular rivers, forests, or many kind of things. So even they are using non-renewable resources, to actually to increase the particular point at a particular level. Yeah, for example, the thermal point. The electricity which you have right now, it is produced on a using coal, which is a non-renewable source of energy. Okay, so that is actually a great point which is stated by Adesh. So yeah, well, Shreyas, how do you want to counter this particular point in a minute? Okay. क्या प्रॉब्लम है आदेश का तो आ रहा था Okay, that's good. That's actually great. So this is actually very, very true because whatever I have seen, for example, whether it is right now, it is just ISS, International Space Station, right? International Space Station took at least 20 years to get built, and it is still working. It is not fully functional. It is not working very, very efficiently or capable enough to take 10 people, 20 people inside it because only 6 people can live inside that particular station, and that to the very, very congested manner, right? And that took even after that particular thing, you need many, many resources sent every month or every 2 or 3 months by NASA to get posted towards the space station. Okay, because that is not a fully satisfied or fully functional on its own interdependent kind of system they are having. Okay, so they're properly dependent on Earth, whatever they have, even oxygen, nitrogen, even well, eating materials, because they are producing something. They are like making potatoes and all kind of things, but still, it is not going to give you each and every protein, each and every amino acids which is needed, right? And plus, when you are there in space, astronauts have a very, very weak, mental health. Anxiety is very, very easy to get. There are many, many problems, and to build such kind of human settlements, it is going to cost you certainly more money, like $1 trillion business, as Nishant said, but at the same time, it will be consisting of each and every aspect of the job which you are thinking, right from mechanical engineering, civil engineering, aerospace engineering, then to CS, AI, BTech of electronics and communications, electronics and core electronics. Then you will also, of course, you are going to have some kind of business, right? So CA, your BCom people, MBA people, everyone is needed. Okay, you need government support, you need government bonds, you need financial help, you need every kind of thing. Okay, so each and every aspect of the astronomical of this particular Earth will be actually utilized over there. So yes, this is a very, very important point stated by Mr. Nishant. So I want anyone who can counter. I am raising this particular question to the particular audience. If anyone wants to counter this particular point, they can. You can just raise the hand, and you can just I can give you a few minutes to talk over this. So anyone is ready to talk? Who is against? Yeah, Sharwari. What is your point? What is your counter? Space can't be commercialized for the people who are middle class. A very, very important point. From being an Indian person, we all can understand, because even if it doesn't matter how rich you are, everyone says that I'm from a middle class family. Okay, so this is a very, very important point. We come from a developing country, not a developed one. So yes, that is an important point raised by Sharwari. Thank you very much, Sharwari, for this point. Pravar, what is your point? Yes, you're crystal clear. Yes. That's a great point raised by Pravar. Well, that is something that is saying that how are we going to manage the sustainability, the equilibrium between the ecosystem, which is right now at least, well, it is actually on the verge to get extinct. It is of course we can see all that it is getting disturbed at a very horrible level. But if we are going to take trillions of dollars, of course we are going to utilize the resources from Earth because we have nothing else than Earth right now. So if we are going to extract the resources from here, again we are going to put stress on the environment for the making or for the developing a particular place which is going to be in the space. And plus we don't have any surety that whether it will work in the first stage itself or not. Because as you can see, if for example SpaceX, okay, SpaceX made its own rocket, Falcon 9, okay, so they made its own rocket, they failed three times, and that particular three times was costing them millions each time. So that is why they at least might have spent, even if I don't know the exact cost for each launch, but even if I take 100 million per cost, which is not exactly 100 million, it's lower than 100 for sure, but even if I take an approximately 100 million for each time, then they got paid for 300 million. That means 300 million dollars are lost. So if we are going to take $1 trillion, and if we get fail, what are we going to do with it? That is a very important point. I take this point to Adesh and Nishant. Anyone can counter this particular point. Yeah, Nishant. Yes. Nishant, your voice is not actually audible. It's actually lagging. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you're audible. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, that's actually a very, very stable and mature thought that how we are going to utilize it and how are the future resources we are going to utilize in a proper manner. Of course, it is not going to be just such a random thing, or just you get up in the morning and be like, okay, let's actually make something at Mars. It's a very empty place. Let's make something at Mars. I do know that here, if I dig it up very well, I will get gold. So let's start digging it up. So it's not a very random thought. It's a very, very proper plan, and everything is getting managed. You can see that if there is a flood in Uttarakhand, we are getting money for that as well. And if there is something going on with Chandrayaan, or if we are launching Aditya L1, we are getting fund for that as well. So I think in a summarized way that we are managing the funds in a proper manner. Of course, we are not just lending it. Okay, we in a long term we are going to invest $1 trillion. So let's just give $1 trillion at the very very first start itself. It is not going to happen like that, right? For example, if I'm ordering something, okay, if I'm going to order a proper XYZ thing, okay, so it is either I can actually pay 50% before the order and 50% after it get dispatched as well. This is actually a process, or I can just pay extremely after the delivery. Okay, this is actually a way. Okay, so this is also sometimes that this is the thing that how it is going to go. EMI kind of thing. And if I say that it's actually kind of like a SIP, which is systematic investment fund kind of thing. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, Adesh and Pravar actually lifted up their hands, so I will give first to Adesh and then I will come back to you, Pravar. Okay, Adesh. Okay, so that's a great point again raised by. Okay, that is actually a question. He's saying that it is not about money anymore. Earlier, it was a very rigid thought earlier that if someone says that yes, I want to be a rocket scientist or I want to make my own rocket, people used to like, where are you going to take thousands of crore rupees from here? As soon as we are going ahead, as I myself from being a particular field or domain like that, I can tell you that earlier satellite making, if I say at my home that mom, I want to make a satellite, mom will say, do we have to sell this house now? So it is not like that anymore. Okay, you can just make a good satellite, a cube satellite, in just 6,000 to 7,000 rupees. Okay, and it will, and you can launch it as well from just from your backyard. Okay, this is actually a thing which is actually getting done at Laksha Space and Astronaut Institute both. Okay, so yes, that is actually one of the things raised by Adesh. Okay, and next thing is that I will come back to Pravar and then I will give the point, give this particular opportunity to Sharvari and Shreyas as well to counter them. Yeah, Pravar, what is your point regarding? That- that's actually again one of the point which raises a lot of questions. Not just that. So it's like his point is basically that whether we are just going to be limited towards Mars, and if we are, then again, like Earth, we were first based on Earth, right? Our address, our cosmic address was like that we are living on Earth, which is there in our solar system, which is getting a particular heat and light from sun. Okay, and now we are thinking to go back onto a different planet, or maybe in space, just on just randomly floating in space. That is something we can be as well. So if we base on some other planet like Mars or Europa or Titan, which is actually very habitable according to scientists. So if we are going to be like that, isn't it like it is again a temporary solution to the particular cause? Okay, so again we need to go somewhere else. Again over here, most important thing is distance. Distance is also important thing, because if we talk about exoplanets, then we need to go like 4 years. We need to travel 4.2 years, and that too with the speed of light, which will be a very important thing. Okay, to crack then to crack the particular speed of light speed, we need a very different kind of energy, different kind of source, or different kind of power. Okay, so that is also a scientific miracle. If it happens, it's a scientific miracle. But okay, that is also one of the points which arises from his particular stance of the thing. So yes, that is again an important point. Space debris, again a second point which is said in the start. Space debris, it's a real problem. Well, not for the people on Earth right now, but if we go on space, if we go at space, ISS tackles this problem many times, about the space debris, about this. Even a 1 millimeter of thing can destroy the whole particular millions of dollars and billions of dollars of the particular spacecraft. So that's again a reality. So yes, I actually want that Sharvari to counter this particular point. Okay, well, that is that. Yeah. Mm, 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 yeah. Mm, mm. Okay. Okay. Well. Mm, mm, okay. Okay. That's actually a great point again. That how sun is, Okay. Well, yeah, you can actually continue. Your voice got actually lagged, so I thought that you have muted yourself. Yeah. Yeah, you're currently audible. Yeah. Mm. Indeed, indeed. So there is again a point which is like the moons, the habitable zone, or the in scientific language we call it the Goldilocks zones. So these kind of planets or any kind of celestial body which comes under this particular zone of any star, they are considered to be habitable because they are having the water or the H2O in a liquid format, which is water. Okay, so that is again a very important point. And let me give you a particular summarized way that how they are actually thinking. Why Mars? Why Mars? Because the Mars. First of all, it is having less gravity than Earth. Okay, it is smaller than Earth. First of all, it comes under the habitable zone. That means it is having minerals and resources. Earlier, it was stated that million years ago, when Earth was just developing the life, just when Earth was having a life in unicellular format, at that time Mars was also having the life at the same time. Okay, so that means Mars has the have the particular resources to manage the sustainability and to handle the life on it. Due to some kind of atmospheric changes which happened at that time, Mars, the eradication of life happened. Okay, and Earth was the only one which had life. Okay, this is one of the things. Second thing, launching from Mars is very very easy because the gravity is less, the escape velocity is less, so we need less fuel. Less fuel means cost cutting can be done over there. Okay, so actually Mars or even Moon were actually stated as the interplanetary fuel station for the rockets or for the missions which are going to go outside the solar system. Okay, for example, Voyager 1, Voyager 2, Pioneer 10, Pioneer 11, New Horizons. These are the five spacecraft which are right now outside the solar system. Okay, and these are all working well. Pioneer 10 and 11 are not there. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 are still in contact. So, they were launched in 1982 or 1986. I don't remember the exact year, but at that time they were launched. So that is right now after 20 years of journey, they are right now outside the system. Okay, so it takes 4 months or 6 months to reach Mars. After launching from Mars, they will be having again the particular capacity more to go with more speed. So it will take less time. So that that is some kind of thing that how we can do. So this is how actually they are thinking to go ahead. Okay, and that is the exact same point which Nishan tried to portray over here. Okay, so yes, we are having a particular guest who is there, who was going to be a participant, Mr. Prakhar. He is for the topic again. So I hope Prakhar, you are in a fine environment right now. Okay. Okay, great, great, fine. So, well, actually, I will take this point to Shreyas and Sharvari actually to counter this particular kind of point which Nishan just stated. Yes, I will. Who wants to talk to you among you two both? Anyone? Even Pravar can say if he wants. Yeah, Shreyas, please give us your argument. Hmm. Hmm. Indeed, that's again a great point. If we are going to go with economy, then we need to go with socio-economy at the same time. Because Let me tell you all, space started not to get the betterment of life or for humankind. Space started because it was Cold War between two supreme countries at that time. Okay, so space was stated as a war at first, and now it is a humankind development. So it is a particular point that space again will be at war consequences, which actually Shreyas tried to portray over here, and there will be some kind of domination between the countries that whose point this is. Let me tell you, for example, moon. Okay, moon. Some points, some areas, some craters are actually stated as USA, that this is our particular land, this is our particular area. China said that this is our particular area, and as you all know, India right now stated that at the South Pole, the Shiv Shakti point is the Chandrayaan 2 where the Chandrayaan 3 where it was landed as Shiv Shakti point. This can be the start of something very very big. So this is actually an issue which we need to consider. Okay. So how do you want to state that, Adesh? Adesh, I would like to come to you right now. Well, are you sure that, for example, let me tell you, I would myself actually counter this point that, okay, that is a great thing. That you are saying that we will unite, we will go ahead, and humanity will be at peace and all kind of things. Just now, for example, okay, a few months ago, for example, 1 year ago, just to capture a piece of land, a very big country called as Russia invaded Ukraine, and they wanted the country and they wanted to build back Soviet Union. So, do you think that just for peace, humanity as a whole will go ahead in the in the future, and they will be going in space and not doing the same as they are doing in the on the Earth? Do you think the same of it? Okay. But isn't it one point? Isn't it one point we should consider if we are going to consider whole aspects? Mm, 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 mm. Okay, okay. He is stuck on. He is having a point of global peace. Nishant, what is your point? Okay, that's actually one of the things. Treaty. Space belongs to no one. Already a rule. Yes, Mr. Prakhar, you can actually introduce yourself in 2 minutes, and you can state your points. If you have any counters, you can do. Let me tell you, Mr. Nishant is for the topic, so he's from your team, so don't counter him. Okay. Adesh is also he's also for the topic, and Sharvari, Shreyas, and Pravar, these are against the topic. Yeah. Mr. Prakhar, please state your point. Okay. Zarur, zarur. Okay, that's actually a great point. That calamities that happening on Earth, we need to face it. We need to be and on the space to have to counter everything which is going to happen in the future. And we have to be very very visionary and realistic and practical enough to counter all the statistics. And then we have to consider and take a particular break from Earth in the coming future. Sharvari, your hand is raised. I'm very, very hoping you're having a very great point. Yes. Hmm. Okay, that means she wants to say that basically the countries which are actually going individually. For example, New Horizons and Voyager is actually a NASA product, and Juno, which is actually gone to Jupiter, again a NASA product. Cassini-Huygens went to Saturn, again a NASA product. So there are many, many things. Even Japanese space agency tried to go on, I think, Venus and all. So they are having that particular mission. And China went to even, I think they have also sent their spacecraft to Venus or something else. So they are actually having many, many countries are having their own individual programs. Well, so why don't we go together? That's actually the thing. Well, the collaborations are actually there, Sharvari. I would myself like to state that collaborations happen. Okay, it's just that this is all going behind the scenes. Okay, collaborations occur. For example, let me give you a broad spectrum answer to this. There is a particular century, the decade, the invention of a decade, which is called as the God particle, Higgs boson, right? We got the discovery from LIGO, okay, which is there stated in Europe, okay. This particular laboratory was actually not just made by USA. This was having collaborated about 46 different universities all over the world, okay, right from Cambridge to Oxford to even Indian universities from like IITs, okay. Sorry. So there is also one of the things that outside laboratory of CERN and LIGO, they are having a statue. They are having a particular statue of Nataraja outside the laboratory, which was actually gifted by Indian Embassy. So they have felicitated that particular thing. So that means collaboration occur. Okay, we are all going to try, which is actually I'm just trying to elaborate the chance point over here. Nothing more than that. He actually stated the same. Yeah. So so this is a point which was actually raised by Mr. Nishant and Sharwari tackled it. Okay, Prakhar, what is your argument? You actually raised your hand. So why do we need to go in space? Why do we need to invest so much money? Why, should we counter the socio-economic issues? There is a most important question mark still till now in the whole debate. Should we counter? Should we think of the socio-economic issues which are going on over there? Should we counter the first things which are going on, racism, casteism, and all kind of things? Because the people will again try to do the same over there. Yes, Nisha. Hmm. Okay, indeed. Okay, that's actually a great point. So let me just summarize it in one line. So people answer me, if your computer or your laptop is hanging continuously, if your mobile, for example, is hanging continuously, what do you do? We reboot it. Okay, everyone will do the same. We reboot it, we restart it, right? That's what Nishan said. We need to reboot the Earth. We need to have a fresh start on Earth. We need to reboot the Earth and switch it to the planet or any human settlement. Yes. So that is very important point. Shreyas, I want you to counter this particular thing. How do you come up with the socio-economic issues? After time, it will get eradicated. Then what is the countering thing that humanity will actually suffer? Okay, rebooting might be the cause of losing some data. Okay, that's a very relative answer that actually we can think of in a good way. Okay, Sharvari, how do you support this point? How do you support this point? And I want afterwards Adesh to counter this particular point for against. Yeah, Sharvari, how do you support the point of Shreyas that we don't need to reboot? How do you say that Earth is better? Yeah. Okay, okay, I got it. So it will be hard for us to cope up. Adesh, what do you say? Will it be hard? Okay, a different approach can be tried. Hmm, good. Hmm, good. Hmm, hmm. So he answered. So he answered actually that particular point in a very in the language of an engineering way. That's actually a very good marketing of engineering which is going on over here. No problem. Yeah, Sharvari, how do you tackle this? Yeah. Hmm. But in a different way, he said. So the thing is that let me just tell you. For example, I was stuck in a problem. For example, I am running a corporate company. Okay, and well, it was going on well. You know, the business was going on well enough. But due to some reasons, due to some kind of reasons, it failed. Okay, the company went bankrupt. Okay, now I somehow gathered my internal strength. I cope up with my particular emotions and all kind of things and all the drama and all the anxiety, and I start something new again. But this time I know what was my mistake earlier, and I started in a very different manner. I always remember what are my mistakes. I don't repeat those mistakes again ever in my life, and I go through those mistakes and I pass this particular test and I win. Isn't is a real life issue which can be applicated in this particular manner? What do you say, Pravar? Yeah, then Prakhar, Mr. Prakhar will be answering the same. Yeah, Prakhar, what do you say? Pravar, yeah, I see. Okay, okay. Yeah, Prakhar, Mr. Prakhar. तो इसका सरल अर्थ ये है कि हम जो पैसा जो भी लगाएंगे, हम जो भी चीज इन्वेस्ट करेंगे, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हम वापस स्टार्ट करेंगे अर्थ को बनाने में, अर्थ जैसा ही सेटलमेंट दूसरा बनाने में, तो हम दूसरा वे ट्राई कर सकते हैं, हम दूसरा अप्रोच ट्राई कर सकते हैं, सो दैट हम वापस वही गलती जो हमने अर्थ में की, ताकि रेसिज्म होता है, कास्टिज्म होता है, सेक्सिज्म होता है, ये सब जो चीजें हैं इन सबको हम इराडिकेट कर सकते हैं और हम एक ह्यूमन की तरह रह सकते हैं. दीज आर द पॉइंट्स जो आपके टीममेट्स ने बोले हैं. सो हाउ डू यू सपोर्ट दिस पॉइंट? आप इस पॉइंट को सामने लेके जा सकते हैं कैसे, और आप एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. So we have got his point. He actually wants to say that if that particular we can actually build a different home at a different place, which will be actually in support of the things, right? Am I right, Mr. Prakhar? आपने वही बोला, right? दूसरी जगह बनाना is always more profitable अगर गलती बार बार वही हो रही है. That's actually a very philosophical but very real point actually which he has raised. In Hindi we say कि प्यास लगने पे कुआं नहीं खोदा जाता है, प्यास लगने से पहले कुआं खोदा जाता है, and that's a very real life symptom which I actually have discovered. So any counters on this particular point? How do you look at this particular problem or this particular issue in a different way? Yes, Adesh. Yeah. So what are you exactly trying to say after you say that skip the process? Hmm. Hmm. Of course, of course, of course. We are not going to repeat on that particular evolution phase because it takes at least a million years or something like that, you know. Well, that's actually true. Yeah, Sharvari, how do you see this particular whole thing in a different way? See, just change your perspective to look at the things. The things will change for themselves. Okay, so just look at the coin from both the sides. That's all I will say. Okay, yeah, Sharvari. Can you actually repeat on your point? Actually, overheard it. Yeah. Can you repeat? What are the questions according to you that we need to solve? Yes. Extinction of animals. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah. Pravar, you can then say your point, then I will come to Nishan. Yeah. Yeah. So you are stating that the particular space settlements which are there, we need to focus on space settlements rather than problems on Earth. You should tackle the issues first and then you can go ahead. That's what you're saying. Okay, fine. Okay, escapism, that would mean it. Yeah, I will actually go to Nishant first and then Alish. Yeah, Nishant. That's great. That's really good. Hmm. That's actually a great point, that how systematic planning and systematic arrangement of things and incidences can cause you to the betterment of the society and the human settlements as well. It's actually a great thing. Well, people, so we are actually running out of time. So if anyone is having any of the more counters, you can say, or we can move towards the end statements of you, where you will be just giving a particular end statement of yourself, that yes, why do I still agree and still not agree, and we can just end it afterwards, and I'll just brief you in 1 or 2 minutes, and then we can end. Yes, Shreyas, you are having some counter. Okay, not a solution-oriented mindset which we are actually encountering over here. We are actually encountering the problem and temporary mindset for the solutions or for the problems we are encountering on Earth. So yeah, that's again I actually hmm, it is not a permanent solution. Yeah, Prakar. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Hmm, 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 hmm. Okay, time. Time is the most important factor in this particular journey of humans, and the problem is we have it limited. So, okay, guys, that is again a very important point. I would now conclude this debate, and I want everyone to just go with 1 minute of their own end statements, that how this debate has actually went through something, and have how they have increased the way how the thought process has turned their feelings, or sorry, how they have thought of this particular thing in depth while they were debating, and how is their how they conclude this particular thing on their own topic, and how which what topic actually they support from their heart. Okay, this is now, right now, I am not asking you to support your topic, but I am asking you, what do you support in reality? Okay, that is absolutely more important than what do you support, right, in the debate when you are doing it. Okay, yes, I would like to start from Avish. Yeah. Okay. 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 This. Okay. That's again a point. Yeah. Shreyas. Yes. How do you yes? What is your thinking? Mm, mm. Indeed, that is actually the reality, and that is the future. That is the true future. Yeah, Robert. Indeed. Space settlements is the way that how you go ahead as well. And at the same time, equality will lead to more togetherness for one particular United Nation as a one particular world and going ahead. Yeah. So that is again an important point. Shavari, how do you conclude yourself? Mm. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Prakhar, what is your how do you conclude yourself? Hello. Prakhar, am I audible to you? Hmm. Okay. तो स्पेस सेटलमेंट्स और उस डिबेट के बारे में क्या ख्याल है कैसे सामने बढ़ना चाहिए? Hmm. Indeed, we need to get settled somewhere else. That is the conclude point, which is actually trying to oppress on. Yes, Nishant, how do you? Yeah, yeah, Nishant, how do you conclude? Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Indeed. Hmm. Hmm. Indeed. Hmm. Indeed. Indeed. Sure. So we need to tackle. Everyone agrees to this particular point that we need to tackle the socio-economic issues, the financial issues. Of course, it is a roadmap. It is not well prepared. It is not properly cemented. But it is having the capability, and we are taking some kind of liberty, being the most intelligent species on this planet, and because we need to go and we need to sustain this particular generation, this particular species of particular of humans, okay, because other animals, they were not able to sustain. Of course, there are some faults of us as well, we can't blame them for that, but still, if we are most habitable, we have gone through cold, we have gone through ice age, we have gone through the most shortage ages, and we know that how we are going to go ahead, right? Because, for example, let me tell you, the people living in Siberia minus 52, okay, they know their particular clothing style is different, their particular living style is different, their particular eating style is different. Then people living in Rajasthan, 52 degrees, 55 degrees, their clothing style is different, living style is different, eating style is different. So humans are everywhere. They know that how they have to sustain in each and every environment. We have got the solution how to live on Earth, how to sustain through extreme conditions of environment. So we are having the capabilities as well to go ahead and to discover something and to explore something, because we are not just saying it because we like. Okay, it is not an issue of curiosity anymore. It is a cause of sustainability and survival. When it comes to survival, we need to have the solution on a long-term basis, and that is why this proper systematic investment plan of space settlements is actually on the way. So this is actually the final cause of debate, and I can actually say everyone will agree on one point, that human settlements is important. But at the same time, there are many issues, and that is why we got this topic of human settlements, and that is why we wanted people who will go against it, because supporting a topic is fine, but when you go against the particular topic, you get a lot of things, because you have to know advantages as well and disadvantages as well. You need to know both in a very depth manner. Let me tell you one small incident. I have debated against that astronomy as a whole is not important for humanity at all. Okay, I have debated that particular topic, and myself, I am myself an astronomy enthusiast, and I have to go for that particular debate. So it was a very different kind of experience, and that is why always go against the topic, because you have to study a lot in that, and that will increase your thinking capabilities, your debating capabilities, and your communication capabilities at the same time. Okay, so yes, people, there is one link which is forwarded by my teammate. You can actually click on the link and join the community group of Astronautic Institute, and you can actually have the timely update, news articles, what is going on. For example, if ISRO is having any quiz, like recently Chandrayaan quiz happened, if there is any other kind of workshop that is going to happen at any kind of institute. For example, right now IIST Tirunanthapuram is going to have their workshop from 21 to 24. So these are all kind of updates, timely updates, which we keep on forwarding, which we keep on giving. Even if there is some kind of solar eclipse, we forward the photos of it. If there is anyone who is having telescope, they send us photos. Or if I get some kind of photos from other groups, I forward it. So it is a knowledge transfer thing. Okay, we all have the curiosity, but we are not fulfilling that curiosity. We are just letting it go, which is not at all good. If you want to do something, you need to take the proper steps in forward in your particular hobby, convert that hobby into your passion. Your passion will be converted into your career only and only if you are going to and willing to do something different. Okay, so focus on those things and join the group. We are all welcomed over there. Stay active, and also you will be guided us by us. If you want, you can any contact us, any of the teammate right now. So right now I will just move the session to Dhanush sir. He's Again, the co-founder of Laksha Space and Astronautic Institute. He will just conclude in 1 or 2 minutes and then we can end. Thank you very much, people, for your great arguments, and it was a very, very good session. Let me just give a review on that. Yes, Dhanush sir, I hope you can hear me. Yes, sir. Yeah. Indeed, I would like to appreciate first of all Sharvari for her participation because at such young age she is trying to go against the topic. That means she has to study advantages and disadvantages at the same time. So it is very very appreciating for her to go at a very young age. She is just in 8th standard, so that is actually a very very good start from this particular age. And going in ahead of her career, it is going to be very very as a very validatory thing. So I congratulate you, Sharvari, for your participation and keep on going and don't ever get off track from astronomy or from your enthusiastic field, whatever it is. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, people. Thank you very much. Have a great night, and the results will be announced very very soon. Join the community link ASAP. Thank you very much. Good evening.